What's going on, guys? It's your boy and the Matrix. I'm back with another video. Pragmata. Pragmata. So, I'm actually very thankful that I played this game. And I owe it to the people that were hating on it. I owe it to the people that were being extremely weird about it. I owe it to the people who were accusing, gamers of being pedos, of being creeps for wanting to play a game where you protect a little girl, literally. So I gotta say, man, a lot of people really busted themselves. They busted themselves. They were telling on themselves with this game. We found out who the real creeps are. We found out who the real pedos are. Okay, and we found out what they really think about gamers. For example, like Hassan saying that, oh well, if you're a gamer, you shouldn't be worried about things you cannot do, like having children. Having children, which is a natural human ability, by the way. You put your seed inside of the woman and a baby comes out. Okay, that's the way that God created it. That's how God created things to be. So yeah, but Pragmata. Okay, controversy aside, this game is absolutely amazing. I love this game. This game was an absolute just. It was beautiful. This game was absolutely just fantastic, and this is coming from somebody who is not first-person shooter type of person. Okay, I don't like shooting games. Okay, I do not like shooting games, so keep that in mind. I'm not a first-person shooter type of person. I don't play Call of Duty, Halo, or Fortnite. I don't like shooting games. It's just I find it kind of boring. I like adventure. I like going. I like to pick up a sword and slice people up. I like to go in an adventure to just you know to go out and slay the dragon and save the princess. And hey, and this is what this game symbolizes, is like you're basically Super Mario trying to save the princess. Except, actually, no, excuse me. You're really more like, it's really more like The Mandalorian. If you guys watch The Mandalorian season 1 and 2, not season 3. Season 3 freaking sucks. Thank you, Disney, for ruining it. But if you watch The Mandalorian, it's basically Mando saving Grogu. And then from time to time, Grogu, the little baby Yoda, he would find a way to help Mando. Right? In the very first episode, baby Yoda, Mando's fighting this beast. And then baby Yoda uses his Jedi powers to like lift the beast. And then that's how Mando finishes the job. So I like this, man. I really like these stories of an older man playing the role of a father, really to a child that's not even his. So it's like The Mandalorian, The Last of Us. There was a couple of other titles that were like that. But it's really interesting because it shows the masculinity. Like, this is what men are supposed to do. And this is what a lot of men don't get to do nowadays, because the reason why many people are not having children is because the cost of living is too high. The cost of living is too high. Nobody can afford a house, and now the job market is basically just crashing. It's just collapsing. Pretty soon we're gonna have to be begging for a job. But anyways, all nonsense aside, all of that aside, I really like this game. Because yes, as many gamers, I do want to be a father, and I'm not just saying that figuratively. Like, I actually want to be a father one day. I want to have a daughter, son, whatever. I'm not choosy about the gender. I don't care if it's a boy or a girl. If it's my child, then I'm gonna take care of it. Right? Whatever God gives me, I will raise it. I will raise him or her. And so this game. Diana, it was This game, I feel as though this game was made on purpose to make you feel like you want to be a father. Right? I feel like it was done like that, and it is made by Capcom, right? It is made by Capcom. They say that Capcom made this game, to encourage Japanese people to have children, right? To inspire people to have children. This is their way of, this is their way of, what's the word? Of encouraging people to, get it on and, get pregnant, have babies, repopulate Japan, because we need it. We need people to repopulate Japan. Otherwise, they're gonna go extinct. But yeah, this game was absolutely amazing. It's throughout the game, you never really get bored, because you are on one area the whole time, but you go to different parts of the moon base, and I really like how a lot of it looks very different. Like, you're not just like this spaceman, you know, running around in the same place. You do go to different parts of the base. So some parts are, have a lot of sand. Some parts, have trees, like a real kind of like a forest wood environment. You see trees growing. And the science of 3D printing was very interesting, because something that we're using now. But the whole game was really good, and this is coming from a guy that doesn't like shooting games. But the story itself was absolutely amazing, and the ending was absolutely just. The ending was so sad. The ending was absolutely sad, and I felt like I was right there with Diana. By the end of the game, you really feel like. Yeah, you really feel like this is what I'm supposed to do as a man. Give my life for my children. I give up my life so that my daughter can live. That's how it feels. And Capcom did a good job at really capturing this, really capturing, the father-daughter dynamic. They really did an amazing job. And so again, middle finger to the perverts, to the idiots who were putting down gamers for wanting to be a father. We have a world with a declining birth rate, and you have a game that inspires people to be parents, and the first thing you can think of is, oh, you're a pervert. Like, listen, man, let me tell you something. If you look at a little girl like that and the first thing that comes to mind is sex, then you're the problem. You're the problem, my friend. The problem is you. The problem is not the gamers. Who looks at a little girl and starts thinking about sex? That's like absolutely just. That is absolutely moronic. That's like horrendous. It tells you that there's absolutely something wrong with the people that were doing the criticizing. There wasn't really anything wrong with the gamers. Gamers were just enjoying themselves, but it goes to show you the crazy world that we're living in. We're living in a world where, like, not necessarily the world, but in the West, in the western part of the world, like in America, Canada, you have people that are just, I don't know. We have like a population of people that grew up without a father, that you do not know or understand, like, the father-daughter dynamic. Like, did your father not love you? Did your parents not love you? Did you not grow up without parents? Probably not. If this is how you're behaving, and this is how you're criticizing people for playing this game, probably not. I'm assuming. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there, guys. This game was absolutely amazing. I do recommend it. Go and play Pragmata. You will not regret it. And even if you don't like shooting games like me, you will enjoy the story at least. The gaming mechanics are pretty easy. That was something that I was worried about. I was worried that, the gameplay was going to move so fast that I would not be able to, that I would just quit during the middle. But no, the gameplay, despite of it being a shooting game, is actually really, really cool. So yeah, go out and play Pragmata. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to these idiots criticizing you for playing the game. Diana is a sweet little girl, and hopefully one day I will have a daughter just like her. So whatever your thoughts are, make sure to comment below, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell for future notifications, guys. It's your boy Andy Matrix. Godspeed, baby.